Hi, energy. Time to pull from alignment today, which I am anticipating. But I'm anticipating, of course, that's why I showed up. But I'm excited, but I'm nervous at the same time. But my excitement is overpowering it. It's like a deja vu energy, the way I'm feeling it already, and what spirit has just been working with me with. And we are in a new start of a year. So it's like, it's not a surprising energy. Um, just for myself personally, I'm speaking on personal at the moment, but you'll probably be able to relate to it because Wheel of Fortune style, it always happens. Just like how I've been speaking on this preparation and repeating of lessons. I'm going back to repeating of a lesson because it never gets complete. Um, because it never gets complete. Just moving forward, spirit want me just really solid, 10 toes down, not 1 foot in, 1 foot out energy, which it's understandable. That's what I want, honestly. So that's the exciting part. The nervous part is just new starts, new beginnings. It's always intriguing. And on top of this, Spirit decided to put the roof down in the wintertime. It's like, okay, Spirit, this is what we doing. Okay. I trust you, so I'm not worried. I am just like, okay, this is what we doing. We're dropping the top in the wintertime. Okay. We're dropping the top in the wintertime. Um, Something that's so important about that energy. It's like one of those you understand later, you appreciate the moment later, but it's all about balance, honestly. It's a lot of I said Ibra. Who was Ibra? Libra energy. And last year, Libra energy had me very balanced out. I learned the zodiac signs very well last year. And Libra was a great lesson long as I stayed true to my guidance. My guidance always had me in the right place. That's something I definitely learned last year, which when I speak of preparation, Spirit already told me. What did you learn from last year? When I got sick, I was out in the cold, and there was the aspect of an energy of you going through the fire, you get out the fire, and then you go right back into the fire. But no worries, don't worry. What did you learn from your lessons? It's like a judgment energy. Repeat it, go right back on through it. It's one of those energies. It's intriguing. But it is just nervous just because I have no clue we're about to go metaphorically. That's the funny part. That's the extra funny part. Not sure we're going, but no, gonna be where we're supposed to be. That's what Libra taught me last year. Naturally balanced. Just gotta go through the motions. That's the part that drives me crazy sometimes. But I am shuffling through the universe. And already that's the law of correspondence and it's facing the way where I can't see it. Some communication you may not understand right now, which goes exactly what I'm saying. If the things have to play out, it's aligned. You may not just understand it's aligned. It's definitely balanced. It's Libra all day. And we are in Aquarius season, I believe, right now, which is air based, which that's territory all day. Um, that's probably really important also. With universal law standing out today, it was highlighted. What should I look forward to? The law of correspondence, responding to what you feel. It's intriguing. This is GPS type of navigation. You have to follow. You have to trust that you're being guided in the right direction. Law of vibration. Cause and effect is the way where you can't see it. Intriguing. The heck is that about? The law of attraction. Everything is aligning the way it needs to. Because the law of attraction is right there, it follows. But you're not noticing it. This is a later on, or as you on the journey, you will just notice, okay, that played out for this reason, that played out for that reason. Now you're not seeing it clearly, because when I first noticed correspondence, which actually came out, it was faced this way. You didn't know it was about communication and responding. Then the law of action, same way, where you want. These are all this way, Jesus. But am I looking at this the right? Because these all are like this way. Then the law of perpetual, the law of rhythm, the law of divine oneness is in reverse. Transferring of energy, the law of rhythm is in reverse. Spiritual guidance all day. It's me and spiritual guidance. It's me and spirit for sure. Complements of transferring of energy. The law of rhythm is in reverse. The law of divine oneness is in reverse. The law of polarity is in reverse. The law of relativity is in reverse, and the law of gender is in reverse. And the only one that stayed upright is the law of compensation. And I'm 1000% sure it is correspondence. It's return. It's this. It's that. It's back and forth. That's funny. Which I actually just shared that translation because I feel that energy of a balance. And it reminded me of this. And that is a cause and effect energy. That's the intriguing part. So thank you, universe, for that. Now we're going to see what zodiac is sending out today, who's influencing this energy. The law of correspondence. How are you responding? Enter in the car. Obviously. Don't get caught up in them lies before you know the truth. I be down to risk it all if you ask me to. Ain't playing with your heart cause that's too much to lose. But zodiac is standing out today. Virgo. It's Virgo. It's a first responder energy. It's not surprising. I'm even responding. It's going to law of correspondence. It's a first responder. Didn't by who? By Libra. You get Libra. Be balanced, darling. Hi, self. You'll structure your family. There's communication through the air, which this is the zodiac aspect we're in. We're in this energy, which goes right back to the age of Aquarius energy. This is an intriguing lesson for me. This is an intense energy for me. Honestly, this one has me have outbursts. This is an energy. There's probably that transferring energy aspect too. The law of perpetual. Past experiences, people who I've been with, the purpose being really big in that aspect, a puzzle piece that's supposed to be connected that never connected, still operating like a widow style, but in the overall aspect, it's part of my purpose because I serve in this type of form of communication. I translate energy like a medium. So it all works out. Just I guess that was a clash, of that. But this energy is a significant one for me because I'm naturally this energy. I'm Pisces energy, the age of Pisces. I naturally connect through a water base. Like any individual I can read. That's why I use the cards and I can do cards because I naturally can connect with them. It's a natural oneness, natural unity aspect within that. This one has intensified it, which leads me to have outbursts and things like that. Lie in the dark, having outbursts. It's solid though, because it's naturally me, water. It's obvious. My values. Oh, headed to Gemini, two perspectives. Aries energy, creativity and pleasure. And frequencies are in reverse. Intriguing, which just like majority of the 12 universal laws were in reverse. Very intriguing. It's the eternal side getting it done. My physical body just follow along. It's like the footsteps in the sand aspect. Follow. Even though they say with you, because I'm with you, spirit with me, but there's certain things that I can't do that spirit can do, if that makes sense. Because spirit can operate through people and things like that. We're going to see what house in astrology is standing out today. This has helped me in the aspect of times to be places. Speaking of six, light in the dark. Dark situations. How are you responding? And the need to be of service. Is this service or debt? I'll get more clarity on that in a minute. Because it could be a debt aspect. Just because not fully balanced. Need to get balanced. So it could be a debt aspect of energy. Because yeah, they go to balance. You need to be balanced. Balance is really important within moving forward. It's like the way spirit is bringing this energy to me, and the way I'm feeling it and visualizing it for the most part is moving forward. It's like a pregnancy, and you cut that umbilical cord, but you're still operating like you're just carrying a child, if that makes sense. It's the moving forward of a balance. You got the baby and things like that. How do you balance that new start moving forward? That's the energy working off of to get a different result other than what I've been repeating. That seemed like a deja vu of moving forward, but it's not. If that makes sense. But it's a balance. Oneness is in reverse. Oh, I was supposed to say everything feel like it's in reverse. Keep going. That's almost a scary energy. But it's nothing but the eternal side. Trust in your guidance. I have to trust in my guidance with this energy. It's important. It's about your structure, your foundation. And there's communication, which that goes with the law of correspondence. Use your senses. Sense this out. It's like a GPS aspect. And I would say reading the map, but it's not even that. The map is like this aspect metaphorically, but without using the map, you have to just listen to your intuition. Well, what is being told to you? What are you feeling? Act on it. It's one of those energies, for sure. Teaching energy is in reverse. It's the eternal side doing it. Baby got the will to the fullest. It's halfway. This is like an energy, intriguingly. It's like having a partner. And sometimes certain people take the roles. This time, it's one person operating this energy. Through a portal, here and after. Hi, self. It's me. Hi, darling. Here and after energy again. And is dealing with a scandal or something hidden and secret. And that could be the need to take you off focus. Somebody want to take you off focus. Something or something. On one of these energies, when it comes to the yin and yang, something want to take you off focus. And it's feel like this energy to be balanced, you got to be right in the middle. And trust wherever your guidance comes from, metaphorically. That could be the aspect of hell and heaven to some. For me, I naturally work off of the middle concept. honestly. I guess maybe even with me just saying, they just need to strengthen it, ma'am. Strengthen that muscle. If that makes sense. It's like, that's what I do. I'm not just always on the light side. Sometimes I have to deal with dark work too, for extra sure. Um, I feel like I want to see where the mind is at. I might do that last. Actually, I said it. I do. We'll see where the mind is at and where to be headed to. I'm not just hopped in my hand like that. I feel like I'm gonna grab it because it matches me. It's green. Right concentration. You have the right concentration. Where would the mind be headed to? Where would the mind be headed to? Well, that's great. If you're dealing with the law of correspondence and you got the right concentration, that's great. And then you headed to right action, right concentration and right action. And speaking of, communication is blue, just like law of correspondence. So that's great. It's alignment. Just play it out. That's the intriguing part. It's like the way I've been feeling the last couple of days. 'Cause I have kind of, like yesterday, I was a little snappy. I wanted to relax and just a lot of things was going on that was just. I think that's the part that even makes me nervous to an extent. It's not the same, but just when me thinking about what I want to say, things seeming like they're out of your hands, even though they're in your hands, if that makes sense. That's the energy that you have to learn a lot of self control and discipline and things like that because it do make you just sometimes be a little snappy. But even though everything is in alignment, it's like a script, like a director wrote a script. Because this is like a script. It's already done. Will is done. But then we need like actors or something to play it out. And it's like, you have to play it out. Put it into motion. That's the intriguing part. Or live it out metaphorically. Like it's all done. Like even the energy that I know, I only brought 2 books out today. And it's the law of rhythm and it's Gaia on top of that. Like, and all these energies have already been done. It's in a book form. That's the intriguing part. Which I'm gonna go to those. I'll go to you guys next, just because I pulled you guys out. I want to start with Gaia. We're gonna start with Gaia because we got the right blue wherever my mind is headed to, or your mind on the path, on the day. That might make them a little bit more sense. What do you mean a path? The day, from the time you rise up from your sleep, your rest, your recharging, your dream state. Where would your focus be at? The right concentration, and it be headed to right action. And right action definitely got to be probably in a Gaia form. But law of rhythm, that's the funny part. That's the extra funny part. Rhythm is green base. Right concentration is green base. Let me show you really quick. I put the card back away, but it's all the same aspect. It's green, but which is a love space. And I got green on too today. I've been wearing a lot of green just because I feel like I'm in the St. Patty's energy, and it is my favorite color, honestly. And my Aussie and I that I have between my breasts is green. So I'm in one of those energies. And we got the 9 of Earth. Selfishness. How important are you? How important are your material possessions? How funny of an expression. I appreciate them personally, but I'm one who normally toss very quickly. That's been my biggest lesson so far since I became a believer, which I feel like I'm once again in deja vu energy because I just talked about this energy as into that's seemed like it's been my biggest problem. Being a believer and hearing that concept of do not get stuck on material things have had me seem like I lack because I feel like I'm always given what I need. I have lots of favor. I have been very blessed. I am very blessed. I am very favored. But I strive for more. I know I want more, but it feels greedy when already know what I need, and I always have what I need. Even in this energy that I'm explaining right now, it's aligned. I'm getting what I need. Thinking if I explain this. It's just everything is already aligned. I already know what I need, and it's giving me what I need before I even know it, if that makes sense. And I was telling somebody that this is pretty much an aspect of, that's been my main problem, feeling like I'm being greedy by asking spirit for more. It's like I give you what you need, and you have what you need. And I have been, I keep saying I have been, I am highly favored and blessed. You best to believe it. You best to believe it. Even this lesson I'm going through right now, you be like, are you sure? Even to myself sometimes, am I sure? Even correct yourself. You know you are, ma'am. It's just like, go get balance. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Why are you scared of growth? That's what you're seeking, right? You want more, you gotta make a little type of adjustments, ma'am. So it's not a bad aspect. It's just you want to drop the top in the winter. That's what I say. Be careful what you ask for. Do you really want to go through these lessons? One of those ones. But as I was saying, how important are your material possessions? Heal self by helping others. Address any health concerns. And that's an aspect too. I just recently went through that this year, realizing I got heart problems. And moving forward, I shouldn't find a balance where you don't have to worry about that, if that makes sense. There's something the energy that's been coming to me a lot. I think I talked about it last translation, which is the heart. That caused the most pain. And it do come by vulnerability, energy, authentic behavior, putting yourself out there and other people's letdowns trigger the heart. It's not the mind. Because I'm pretty sure the mind already told you like what time it was. It's the heart, that openness, that let it play out energy. Don't say you didn't have a heads up. You seen the flag. It's one of those energies. But what was I getting at? Aspects that you don't have to worry about. It's coming back up because that's the energy dealing with. You need to remove yourself from aspects that's making you have an irregular heartbeat. That's an unbalanced energy, if that makes sense. Ten of Earth. I went to the next page about highest ideas, inner peace, look within. mm Why do you feel a lack? That's the question. I think I just actually said that. And this is the Ten of Earth, which is the balance. It's the balance. These are questions. This is tricky. I feel like I'm in a judgment energy, honestly, which I think I said that too. Why do you feel like you lack? It goes back into I feel like if I seek more, even though I know I'm getting what I need, I'm being greedy. And that's one of the problems that I was told I wasn't supposed to do. You know? Because I feel like I learned a lesson of I could never do that because I am authentic in what I'm doing. I know why I'm doing it. I could never be greedy. Even if I tried. It's not my authentic behavior. But why do you lack? This fattest, oh my God, can I get the word out, ma'am? Dissatisfaction and discomfort. That's what I circled. That's the funny part. Cause I highlighted this stuff already, which once again is a deja vu energy, and I circled that. That's why I feel like I lack dissatisfaction, because normally my heart get triggered a lot, and that's a lot of healing. When you go through devastation, it triggers the heart. You have to go and heal. It's like depends on the extreme, but for me, type of person I am, It's like cutting a bird wing off, and the bird got to go fly away really quick. Because most time you go through pain, you want to be isolated for the most part. We don't go around people. At least that's my behavior for the most part. You have to go heal. The bird go away, and it heals itself, and then it comes back. But it's like the whole fact that I go heal, that's time invested in the whole different energy where should have been moving forward, but I'm backtracking because I got to go repair something that should never even got damaged, if that makes sense. So that's intriguing, just seeing that, like, dissatisfaction from letdowns and discomfort because I'm not balanced and I know I should be balanced. It's like, that's where I have a contradictory behavior because, like, I'm always freaking balanced. I have what I need. I am hella favored. The universe loves me so much. It's a true statement, yo. True statement. Authenticity is a quality admired by many. They have a funny way of showing it. I'm just joking partially, honestly. I know there has to be because look at what I am getting this clarity and confirmation out of. They had authentic behaviors to even do this. And it resonate with me. They had to be authentic for it to resonate with me. Authenticity. They had to have that to do this. And me resonate with it. And for some reason I want to say the most part, but it's just the aspect of what part of the maze are you in? Which goes with your focus, honestly, because this is actually a book that I planned on giving everybody for Christmas, honestly, when I first read it. I was like, oh my God, this book is my life. I'm buying everybody one of these. But you can give a person this book and they just let it sit there, or for some reason it might not resonate with them. Because that's the intriguing part about aspects like that. Maybe you're not meant to read it from the beginning. Maybe you need to just open it up like what I'm doing and go to it. Like that, those be aspects that people don't understand because they're not taught that type of energy. It's just it's the balance. You ain't at the beginning right now. You in the middle. Are you at the end? Are you the third page or something? One of those type of energies. But know that you have been made stronger by your past experiences. Once again, an alignment. I know this is a wheel of fortune energy. Because each time I go through this lesson, it never gets complete. Metaphorically. This is the aspect of having a solid home, having a solid family, having a job. Well, some people say a home. This for me, that's an intriguing aspect because my family is my home, but just protection in a home form, family wise, it's always unbalanced. That's the intriguing part. I travel as a pack, but I always show up solo. It never gets complete. How are you moving forward when you are a pack, but you come in solo? That's been an energy that I just repeated and repeated and then repeated. So I'm intrigued to see how this aspect go. That's the intriguing part. For me personally, because I know this energy very well. Honestly, abundance, consciousness, energy. Relax and enjoy yourself. Appreciate and be grateful. Have faith and conviction. See, that's intriguing. Even just what I just did was an intriguing energy. When I just was on the 10 of Earth, my energy totally changed. I know that energy very well. It's almost it's almost drainful. It's not balanced the way it's supposed to be. But as I was saying, like, what did last year, something simple as last year, which is past experience, what did it teach you? What Gaia said from Ten of Earth was it strengthened you, you know? It's just, I'm recognizing like this one, abundance, like, oh, that's the favorite part. We about to smiley face on through this. That's the funny part. Have faith and conviction, no problem. I know I'm good in that area. It's just, why do I keep seeing it unbalanced? Other than I keep operating like a, I explained this yesterday. I didn't record it, but my natural behavior of a balance for me is me, like my physical vessel. This is on one side. This is myself right here, and then my spiritual side on the other side, and it's like a rainbow. And when I think of the rainbow, it's like a leprechaun. Honestly, how I can receive the eternal side, and I can hit any frequency in the rainbow. And that seemed to be all I need, and that's all I normally operate off of, other than having another physical body on this side. That'd be the intriguing part on this journey for me. Because it's like at the end of the day, I feel like I'm doing it right because that aspect really is my final destination. That's the whole purpose of this even life aspect is this destination, the spiritual part, the guidance. That's why I don't ever trip about it, but it's just like, oh my Jesus. In this aspect, they expect a lot of this type of aspects all around. You're supposed to have a lot of help, a lot of support in aspects like this. Even though they know aspects like this let you down and disappoint you, and it just drive me crazy because certain aspects that I go to, they be like, I go to people for help, and they be like, where your help at? I came to help because I ain't got no help. And so I came to help. You know? You don't got nobody to help? Why did I show up to help if I had goddamn help? That always be intriguing to me. Personally, it's just, I just feel like I just had a little moment. Because that's something that drives me crazy, honestly. It make me, yes, my situation do come off like I am childlike, like a minor or something. Like, you need to call your mama or your sister or something like that. I'm like, I'm a full blown adult. And it's like, yes, you're adult, you should have things together, but that's why I showed up to help. Like to a person that can help me, because that's their job to do things like that. But they always send me backwards, and I'm trying to move forward. Complete trust is required. I feel like it's so funny when I say something already, but it feels like that prophet energy. It's the spiritual part. It's the guidance already. Like I projected it already. Now I'm just getting confirmation of what the hell I just said. That's the intriguing part. Complete trust is required. You have to trust what you are receiving. It's the universe that's doing it. It's your guidance. What you prayed to, your ancestors, your ascended masters. Complete trust is required. Determine your goals and reasons. Set intentions. Oh, I read that part already. Relax and enjoy yourself. Appreciate and be grateful. That goes with abundance. One more. I've seen that one. What was that? To know and understand the potential consequences of their They know and understand the potential consequences of their choice to continue, but refuse to consider them or choose to ignore them, responding in a defensive manner. That's my past situation. We ain't worked on a full balance yet. I can't show up solo. I'm not a solo. That's the intriguing part when people say they have your best interest. It's like, in what form? For the long haul. Because my best interest, I'm thankful for it. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. Hella thankful, appreciative, but it's not beneficial in the long run, if that makes sense. And this is the eight of air. Haha, intriguing. Ego does not always tell the truth, which that's another aspect that I'd be like, who is ego? Ego at the moment for me, 'cause I have a lot of aspects when it comes to ego, honestly. I honestly feel like it's a lacking mentality. It's like an aspect of being afraid to, they say don't ever tell the truth. You're afraid to tell the truth because you will lose something. It's like a limited, it's a lacking. It feels like a lacking energy, like a lacking mentality, honestly. It's like something else I talked to somebody else recently about too. What the heck did he say? That's intriguing. That remind me exactly of it. What the heck did he? That reminded me of something. Somebody I just talked to somebody, and they said exactly the same thing, but in another metaphor. I can't remember what it was at the moment, but I'm gonna keep moving forward because I can't remember. Admit that you made a mistake. Hand in hand, instincts, ego. What we want to believe is in conflict. What we want to believe is in conflict with our fact. What we want to believe is in conflict with our fact. Very intriguing. Thinking about what that means, honestly. What we want to believe is in conflict with our fact. I think that's just like what I said. Even when I used the rainbow aspect, which is going even back with the tennis energy that I expressed earlier, which was the energy I received today. I feel like the energy today. Back and forth, tennis, communication, back and forth, you know, balancing things out. Even though sometimes, you send something over and it don't go through. They don't understand it. They just get it later and it's like, this is missed, you know. Gotta look at that again. What we want to believe is in conflict. It's staying true in your belief. Staying true in faith, that's all that is. It feels like a test to make you question that aspect. That's what it feels like. And that seems like it's been one of my aspects, honestly. Definitely by the aspect of losing things. It's just like, you sure you don't want to turn around? It's like when they say you got an angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder. And it's just like, the devil is just like, I'm just using that as an example because I actually, metaphorically, I don't really believe in a devil concept metaphorically. I just believe there are damaged people. There's the people who have a lot of trauma and they come off like devils because hurt people hurt people. But it's nothing but trauma. So it's just hard for me to be like, no, that's just the devil. Oh, that's a hurt person. That's it. That's it. Trauma did that for sure. Gotta go heal their goddamn selves. But they might not even want to because that heart, it's the heart. You go heal that, you a goddamn coming off like a devil and you go heal your goddamn heart and somebody had the audacity to try to stab it. You type of person who will go shoot everybody, the whole fucking block. Then they'll come off like the fraud devil, like back in fucking business, because it's hurt people energy. That's the devil. As I'm saying it for everyone, you're like, it's that type of an expression. But it's just like, are you sure you don't want to turn this way and roll with us? And it's like, no, I'm staying solid. I've been solid, I'm staying solid. I'm gonna die fucking solid. Even if this is my purpose, just to have it go just this goddamn way. No, I'm not turning backwards. Why would I go against my faith, my belief? How you do that? How you do that? It's impossible. You best believe it's impossible. It's impossible to go against it. It guides you. The only way you're gonna go against it is if your time is up. Your flesh is stopped, but the energy is literally still there. That's why there ain't no escaping it. You can't escape it. It's impossible. So I guess that's part of the balance lesson aspect. Again, not giving up, staying solid, staying strong, having determination, being true, energies. Rhythm, what you got going on? Let's actually pull from the cards of rhythm. I use the book too. Why not? Why not? Ace of Roots. It's based off your family structure. You're dealing with family structure. You're showing up solo when you are plural. Did I say that right? Yeah. And money is hella tight right now. Money is for me at the moment, but that's another aspect. I don't ever like to even say things like that because I feel like you speak that and manifest it. I'm highly favored. It's just this aspect when they be like, be real with yourself. Don't be all goddamn delusional. I ain't delusional. That I'm not. So I'm actually making sure I word my words correctly because even saying that I'm lacking or money is tight right now, it's plenty of that. It's just getting fully balanced. Maybe that's because I'm working with balance. I'm just getting fully balanced. It's one of those type of energies. It's not lacking. It's just getting fully balanced, if that makes sense. But it's definitely based off your structure. This is the top too. And a person like me, it's funny that that's the card that came out because it's not too surprising. All this green love, knowing I grow with my family, and then the Ace of Roots come out. It's going with growth, stability, health, money, prosperity, career, and security. And money was the first thing that caught my attention. Definitely for a person who grows with their family and they're lacking that aspect in the physical. But your family is really important right now. It's the Ace of Roots. It's the top, 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 top. Mm. Then you got the Three of Aces. Pain. Pain. Speaking of all this goddamn green. Pain in it. Heartbreak, sadness, rejection, disappointment, betrayal, loneliness, and love sickness. Rejection and disappointment. Those two for sure. Heartbreak and loneliness. It's pain in the family. Jesus. I feel like I want to sing Story of My Life. That's funny. That's so funny. I have to show it. This the image alone says enough. This the image alone. That's because that song just came to my head. Story of my life. I'm just playing the instrument. Like the words are coming out of my throat, which I actually got music notes on there. What I'm saying is like story of my life. That's the aspect that makes you have to question what is family. Which I know it could be done right. That's why I feel like I have to build it myself. And that's why they always say be wise in choosing those people to build with, have a baby with and to marry because it's important. That's family. But aspects that you actually grew up with where you didn't have a choice, all that makes me in a question mark because all those aspects seem to hurt. And for me, it's like it goes with an expectation. Like, did you put too many expectations on these people and they letdowns are just triggering you? You know? And maybe that's the aspect that goes back to the money aspect when it comes to me. You know? Feeling like I'm being greedy by seeking more. Me having expectations for people and I'm not coming through on it. I feel like that's the same energy for me. It's like, yes, keep your expectations. There's nothing wrong with that. Your standards are really important. It's just, I feel like it's like a weed aspect. You just have to cut those ones goddamn off, or they're gonna fuck up the whole thing, if that makes sense. It's one of those type of energy. It's an intriguing energy, yo. Then the sun, obvious energy, life energy, illusion, clarity, which this has all been clarity. This has been the sun's energy. Truth, insight, and vision. Hmm. The sun, it's obvious. And the balance is catching my attention too. Then the hermit, withdrawal, loneliness. There go loneliness again. Independence, research, patience, and self-confidence. That's what rhythm got for us. That's going on within alignment, all those energies, which is a little devastating. Because that's the energy that drives me crazy just because. For the first aspect of rhythm to be a family structure, and it's pain in there, and the overall aspect is devastating. It means like nobody really got it together. That's the intriguing part of energy. And it makes you question that family structure again. It makes me think about, from what I heard, honestly. Make sure nothing in my nose. I feel like my tip of my nose getting a little like hard, like I can start be racking up like a crust right there or something. But a COVID energy, when you got to be at home with your family, but people didn't want to be. They didn't like the people they were around. It feels like one of those type of like energies. And it's just an example, honestly, but of the same type of like energy. You don't like the people you're around that you consider family. Live your soul, not your role. Do not go against your belief. Do not go against your belief. Do not let hardships have you go the wrong way. Which I feel like I said that already, but what is coming out in the divine energy of the oracle, saying live your soul, not your role. This outer part, what's in the inside? Live that role, not the role that people expect of you. That's definitely clarity. Live your soul, not your, I feel so intensified. Like, I ain't playing with, don't you? You best to not even come too far. This is a simple example. I feel like a sarcastic and maybe petty energy metaphorically, where it's like, just with me saying like we come this far, it's just like remind me of like a slave metaphorically who gets away, and then they just turn the fuck back around and they just like 5 minutes away from freedom. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? It's just an example. And I say petty because it's like, I don't know, it's just a random ass energy that I felt, but I understand it honestly. So I don't know why I said petty, but maybe just a whole lot. I don't know. So I said maybe people get offended by all types of things and feel some type of ways, and but for me it's more like sarcastic. I think sarcastic is a more better expression for me, honestly. Like a stretched but serious aspect. Like I'm dead ass serious of what I'm talking about. It's just the way that I explained it. The example I gave was just like sarcastic metaphorically. But maybe that could be a perspective because slavery is still a real thing, honestly. Seek hidden treasure. Seek hidden treasure. do something different. I'm gonna confirm these really quick. Let's do something different. Choose a different deck really quick. Do something different is the right action too. And your right concentration goal would live your soul, not your role. Then in the middle would seek hidden treasures, which would probably be something different. Different paths. Don't operate on the same routine metaphorically. I feel like I picked that up that yesterday. I feel like I picked that energy up yesterday, honestly. But I was receiving. That was the whole goal of relaxing so I can receive. It's like a meditation form that I have to be in. Which even this lesson, I know I'm finna receive a lot because I've learned I've been really tapped in and my body just naturally pick up energy before I even realize it. You know, that'd be the intriguing part. I naturally tap in without knowing that I tapped in. Then I want to virtually realize, oh, spirit, you gonna tap me to goddamn in. You out here scanning people and shit. But I'm really thankful for that aspect. That's a protection aspect, honestly. Can you give me clarity on do something different? And this is coming from the Oracle universe. That's so funny because I felt like yesterday I changed rooms because they had a situation going on. And I went farther down the hall. But just fast forwarding through the story, I wound up coming back out to do something. And as soon as I walked out the door and I looked down, I felt like on the Matrix when Neo went to go see the Oracle, but he had to go through that long hallway. It looked like a hotel and they had like a bunch of doors. That's what I felt like. It was so intriguing. It was intriguing to me, honestly. And this is the Oracle deck. That's the funny part. That's extra funny. And that's yesterday's energy too, which brought me to the balance. I'm in a balanced energy right now. That's the intriguing part. It's a communication balance. Which I feel like that's what I'm always in. It's just you're in a balance. You best to believe it. And I'm just shuffling. Some balance could be scary for some people, honestly, because even how I said, why do you feel like you lack? It make you have to question a lot of things about yourself. It brings a lot of things to the surface. It's balanced. It's like literally talking to yourself, but you may not be seeing somebody. You might be operating just with your spiritual guidance, or you might actually have a physical person. And it's balanced, and certain topics come up. It brings certain things out about you that you might suppress, but need to be healed because that's the agenda that spirit said is operating on, which is healing of the mind and the heart. So it brings a lot of things to the surface because it's balanced. Ain't no blind spots. And if it is some blind spots, it become clear quickly. And some people don't like that part. But I learned that lesson in a different form. Even trying to heal myself and reaching out to my mom, I realized certain things are triggers to people, or even my aunt. Like asking simple questions so I can get understanding and clarity on it, so I can heal myself moving forward. Because it's intriguing when somebody else knows answers about you, but they don't want to tell you the answers because they don't want to bring up the past because it triggers them. It's one of those type of energies, honestly. Like simple things of what did I like to do when I was a child. Like you raised me. What was I doing as a child? It will help me as an adult. What did I want to be? Things like that. That's what I going to my mom, asking her things like that. But because it really helps. Or, understanding the incest that has happened in the family, it helps me understand things that I might be going through or been through. I can heal better when I know. But when people feel like I don't want to talk about it because it makes me sad and things like that, it sucks for not. And this is a family base that I'm specifically giving examples about. You can't move forward because ain't no healing happen because nobody want to talk about it, and that's the problem. Nobody talk about it, so nothing gets healed. You just keep repeating the same cycle because no healing happens because nobody want to talk about it. You just going in situations all blind because you don't know why you're doing these things. Family, ace of goddamn roots for sure. Family structure is really important. It's important to know what you're rooted to understand why you do what you do. This was like the energy I even translated yesterday. You moving in the pattern, you doing certain things, and you may not know why, because you don't know what you're connected to. Because you don't know what you're connected to. Which I feel like I already translated this one for myself in a different form, but even when it comes to that Aquarius energy, a shift that I naturally did that turned to be very beneficial. It's just it also come off as a handicap in another form, honestly. But in an overall aspect, that's the way it's supposed to go because that's part of a faith aspect. All believers do it in some form of a way. Some of them might just call it prayer time, or meditation form, or manifesting, speaking in that form of a way, you know. There's so many ways in how it goes when you deal with the eternal side when it comes to the age of Aquarius, honestly. So it's been a true blessing. It's just the way that I learned that lesson is intriguing because that energy connects with a lot of other things, honestly. That's just an example of something I really experienced in a transference of energy form, which I speak on that aspect. Protection. It's protection. That's funny. It's protection. Something I learned, honestly. Um, from one of my other translators. People like me, and I know it's me because I grew up with my family, I protect spiritually. Spiritually, I cover my family with spiritual energy because I have spiritual energy. That's my job to do that. It's just the aspects that I have thought of as family because I started building with certain people and I thought, that'd be my family form or people I grew up with, no matter if they're a believer or not in some type of religion style. They don't understand the spiritual part, if that makes sense, even though that's their whole belief, is the spiritual part. Or they just don't expect it to be from me, metaphorically. I don't know. But it's like at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding that this is just what I do. I'm a spiritual person. And that's just how that's my form of protection to my family. That's how I grow up my family. That's how I enlighten my family. That's how we get to the fortune and fame. It's ours. It's just they have to believe it. You can't enter the rest of God if you don't they don't believe it. You know, that'd be the intriguing part. So I just continue to keep building. That's the intriguing. It remind me of the energy. And that's why I have a hard time saying I lack. I know I don't. I'm building. I built solid. So it's like even when things fall apart, I already built good. There's nothing to worry about. It's just I was giving an example as into You might be going through a situation like what I'm in now, you know, starting over. When you're going through difficult times, pretty much, or it seemed like difficult times, because I feel like a difficult time right now, honestly. I'm not about to act or put on a facade like everything is on kumbaya mode. It's not my behavior, but things ain't bad. It's just, it's an intriguing time right now, honestly. I'm repeating the cycle, that's it. But afraid to do that with somebody because you're lacking right now. So it's like, let me go get myself together and then, let's come together. And it's like, for me, it's like, if we can't do it together, because eventually you're going to have that energy of, I don't know. It's just, something about the energy. I don't like it. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a lot within that energy. But it's something about that for sure that's really important. Because I have that. I'm already good. And bringing somebody in, they have to understand that. That's when all the fireworks start going off. When I bring somebody in, that's the intriguing part because it's like I need them, but I don't at the same fucking time. That's the funny part. But anywho, that's when the fireworks start going off. But it has to be a believer. Other than that, it's just like I'm just going to keep going up the elevator solo, but not solo, because I got a guest. But seriously, that's just how it's been. Evolving solo, building. I probably got the tallest building in the goddamn world, all this building I've been doing. That ain't ever gonna fucking crumble. Ever. Because it's clear, but it's obvious. That's the intriguing part. It's like spirit. I built just like goddamn spirit, because spirit guided me. Hell of obvious, but clear. You don't see it, metaphorically. And that's why I say when I bring a person in, or just in the right, I feel like a law of placement to an extent. But I'm going to keep moving forward because my mind is drifting and I'm not really sure of, I don't know at the moment when it comes to that. That's probably one of the problems. As into, do I even need a person? Metaphorically, I don't think I do. Or aspect of being a single parent aspect. Do I need the other person? Aspects like that of a balance. Making sure the balance is a balance. Making sure I'm not, as I just said the other day or yesterday, I think I translated yesterday, no, day before yesterday. Making sure I ain't duplicating something else when it comes to a balance. That's important about this energy. Because maybe my balance really is just me and my spiritual guidance. Maybe my balance is just me and my child. Maybe my balance is just me and my partner. And then if I have a family, or me and my spouse and my dog, or just me and my dog, or I don't know. I had to figure out that balance. Make sure that mine's is solid. Even though I build solid. It's just within moving forward what's going into my solid, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That's something I can explain that more clearer, honestly. Because I feel like a contradictory. That's why I'm just like, I don't know right now. But I'm sure I know what I'm talking about. It's just, there's so many angles to it. When you move forward, you have choices. You don't have to do it the way that you were told if it's not comfortable with you, because the past have taught me, which is also an aspect of energy of don't let past experiences discourage you, but it have showed me a big eye-opener, wake-up call as into what family is to me, what a balance is to me, how things should be, metaphorically from people's perspectives, And they normally think I'm supposed to travel solo. And that's what the past has showed me. Like, I thrive better solo. But the aspect of, do these aspects that feel that way have my best interests? Do I feel that way? It's all about how I feel, not what other people think. That's the intriguing part about it. Something I'm working on. I'm still learning, still evolving. It's just being in the balance, as I said again, and you're getting to see it. It's a full-blown evaluation. A full fucking blown evaluation of just self in a balance. Question marks. Is this really what you want? This is how it's supposed to go? It's balanced. It's self-talking to self in the mirror. It's balance. Full-blown evaluation. You looking in the mirror, you seeing every goddamn thing. It's one of those type of energies. I'm saying, oh my God, a lot of question marks. Why do I feel like I'm contradictory everything? I know I built solid, and that's that uncertainty part that is driving me, I guess, crazy. And making me question, like, you have to go reevaluate. Like, yes, I built solid. It's like a inspection time, which is funny because I've been using this example a lot, honestly, in certain metaphors, Because it's more like Judgment Day, but it feels like an inspection because I'm asking me like 59 goddamn questions, on self, and self had to reevaluate self. And it's like, that's just how I feel. This is what that energy is. You're best to believe it. But things ain't normally this way. And then inspection time, everything got to get all cleaned up. Nothing got to get cleaned up because I built solid. This is solid. This ain't no goddamn facade. This is what it is, but it's just the aspect of Judgment Day, making sure, that's that testing of the faith aspect of energy, which I feel like I've been going through lessons of that even before today, metaphorically. Speaking of a balance, I'm always balanced. That's the intriguing part. I'm always balanced. But it feels like that testy energy. Just to make sure it's solid, So I guess that's good, because it's no big deal in that area. It's just, once again, a test for judgment. And it comes with a lot of self-evaluation, for sure. And definitely in a beautiful way for me of moving forward where I am comfortable, where I do not feel comfort and, what was the other word? Dissatisfaction. I don't feel that. What will make you feel dissatisfied? What don't make you feel dissatisfied? And I'm moving forward like fresh sheet of paper. Even though you built solid, you built solid, you got a new sleep, man. Evaluate how you want this to be. Even though, as I said, you're built solid. It's one of those energies. Is there anything else? Let me get one more card. I need one more card, but I needed clarity with this one more card, which turns out to be clarity again. It's your guidance. And it's intriguing within this card. There's this ego that Spirit already told me will be guiding me. It's going to come right to me when I need it. And that's what's happening right now. And it follows up with the whole aspect of being about courage. Have courage. You have to have courage. You have to trust your guidance. Trust the signs. Trust how you're feeling. It's really important. And you cannot forget this aspect, the law of correspondence. Respond. It's important to what you're feeling. Act on it. Spirit say, go ask this person something. Go ask them. Spirit say, don't go that way. Don't go that way. It's a protection form. but it's guiding you at the same time. Which even in that aspect, I feel like a contradictory, because it's like this is a new start. You know, don't you shouldn't I try new ways to go? And that feels like a sarcastic behavior. Like spirit be like, you're silly. Trust me, okay? I wouldn't lead you or tell you to go in the way that you shouldn't go in. The way I'm sending you is a new way. Yo, didn't you see I dropped the top in the winter, ma'am? A new way. Spirit drive me crazy sometimes, but I love spirit. But that's been the energy, you guys. So why did I question that part? See, even that part, you guys. Because I feel like I want to say something else. That's just the way I like to greet. I greet people that way. But I feel it's been really important. Like I should say, that's been an energy self. That feels like how I should end this energy as until that's been an energy self.